Her name is Ashley. Ashley Saunders. She's been in the Navy for about 5 years. Ashley's world changed tonight. Like too many men and women in the United States Navy, she's become a victim. A victim of sexual assault. Sexual assault is a crime punishable in many cases by prison time. On average, at least 2 people in the Navy are sexually assaulted every day. This video depicts the most common form of this crime, non-stranger sexual assault. One of the myths surrounding sexual assault is that most of these crimes are committed by strangers with no relationship to the victim. The opposite is true.
I noticed her right off. She was hot and she was available. She was tight with this other girl, Amy, who was a friend of a friend. So I had my man Brad put in a good word for me.
Hey, Amy, you got a minute?
Oh, hey. What's going on?
Not much. And Ryan's been checking Ashley out?
Oh, yeah?
Very much. So how about tomorrow night? You, me, her, him going out?
Yeah, that
Cool.
sounds like fun.
All right.
Okay, I'll see you later.
What was that about?
I just got you a date with Ryan.
I definitely noticed him around. What's not to notice? I was interested, but I wasn't overeager or anything. I was cool.
Kind of started working on her. You know, found out where she was from, what she liked to do, the usual stuff.
I never got the feeling that he was hitting on me. I was comfortable with him. He seemed polite and friendly. I thought he was a nice guy.
Brad had heard that Ashley was quite the party girl and a regular face at the clubs.
I just didn't think he was playing me. And I thought that I could take care of myself.
We met up with Amy and Ashley at our favorite bar. She wanted to party, and she was loosening up real fast.
Yeah, I need another drink. I need another drink, please.
She was, let's say, very friendly. She was feeling no pain. Hey, Brad.
Please.
Hey.
What's up, man?
Get her another drink.
Want some strong?
Yeah.
All right. Bartender, make it a double.
I sent Brad to get her another drink. Something with a little more kick.
What's the problem? Ryan asked me to get Ashley a drink. So what? Hey, it's what you do in a bar. I didn't see anything wrong with it. Besides, if she couldn't take care of herself, she shouldn't have been in there.
Hey, she was drinking them. I wasn't forcing them down her throat. Hey, girl. How's it going? You doing okay?
Is it me or is the room spinning?
It has to be you. How about we get out of here, huh? I can take you home. Yeah?
Look, Ashley doesn't look too good. Maybe you should take her home.
I'm not ready to go yet. You know Ryan, right?
I saw Ashley. She was ripped. I was a little concerned, but what could I do?
Ashley's a grown-up. So I figured, she can take care of herself. She was way past the point of driving, but I wasn't ready to leave the bar yet. So when Ryan offered to take her to her apartment, she said okay. It just seemed to make sense.
Welcome to mi casa. Over here we have my living room. And then back here we have my gourmet kitchen.
Great tour.
I'm sorry, it's the maid's night off. Whoa, I think I need to lay down.
Okay. You are looking fine.
I bet you say that to all the girls.
Can't hold your liquor, though. But hey, there are worse things.
Okay, stop it.
Hey, just relax. Everything's gonna be okay.
I said stop it.
Just lay back.
Stop
Relax.
it.
Hey, just chill, baby. Okay?
I said stop. Stop it. Get off me.
Calm down.
Get off me.
Just chill, baby. Just chill.
Get off me. Stop it, please.
Ryan is, in fact, your typical rapist. Doesn't wear a ski mask. Doesn't use a weapon. No knife, no gun. He uses premeditation, planning, and manipulation to commit his assaults. As Ryan maneuvers Ashley so that he can isolate her, people around him see perfectly normal social behavior. They don't see this behavior as victim manipulation. Ryan, like most people who commit sexual assault, doesn't fit any profile. He appears to be just a regular guy. In fact, people who commit sexual assault may be top sailors, even married with families. The only way to identify sexual predators like Ryan is through their behavior.
It started out fine, just fooling around. But just some kissing, no more.
She was hammered big time, but that was no problem as far as I was concerned.
I told him no. Stop it, I don't want to do this, but he just ignored me.
She did what they all do. Played games, you know? Hard to get games.
And suddenly he was all over me. And the more I pushed back, the harder he held me down.
Hey, I didn't get angry. I played nice. I just kind of leaned on her till I had her where I wanted her.
I struggled. I pushed against him, but he was so much stronger than me. His hands were all over me. It hurt. He hurt me.
It's not like I hurt her. I know how to please the ladies. Afterwards, she got kind of quiet. Weird. They're like that sometimes. But I had to go. She was fine.
The fact that Ashley wasn't screaming loudly, that she was too exhausted maybe because of the alcohol to resist effectively, does not mean that this was not rape. And the fact that Ashley was raped by somebody she knows does not reduce the psychological effects that this rape is going to have on her. In fact, research shows that for victims of non-stranger rape, the psychological recovery can be even more complicated than with other kinds of assault. Victims of sexual assault suffer all the other problems that are common to victims of trauma in general. These can include PTSD, depression, anxiety disorders, sleep deprivation, and loss of appetite. These symptoms can endure for weeks and even years.
I have these nightmares. Not nightmares, but more like flashbacks. Like I'll be at work or trying to watch TV or trying to sleep and it's coming back to me. Little pieces of it.
Ashley's aware she's been harmed, but she's having trouble labeling the incident. She was expecting the guy in the ski mask. She was expecting a weapon. Since it wasn't what she expected, she's had a hard time admitting to herself that she was raped.
I couldn't even use the word. Rape? Rape couldn't happen to me. It's something that happens to other people.
It's been several days and Ashley has not disclosed a sexual assault to anyone. This is typical. It may be months before a victim says anything. In fact, the vast majority of sexual assault victims do not report these assaults to any authority.
I saw my chief every day, but I couldn't tell him what happened. I knew that he was starting to have issues with my work and behavior, which I know had changed since that night. I just didn't have the energy for work or anything. He'd talk to me, and I'd just stand there and say, yes, chief, no, chief, but I couldn't tell him what happened. I didn't know what to do. I was too embarrassed to go to medical. I knew that I needed to get checked out. They were going to ask questions, and I was just so scared and confused and depressed. But finally, I decided I had to do something. I'd seen the posters, and I'd had training, so I knew that we had a sexual assault response coordinator and that there were victim advocates to help. I made the call and I talked with the SARC, and she encouraged me to seek medical attention. She even assigned me a victim advocate who was there to help. It was good to have the victim advocate there. She seemed to really understand the confused feelings that I was having. She even thought to ask if I needed to speak to the chaplain. And while we were in the clinic, she took the time to go over the restricted and unrestricted reporting options so that I could decide what was best for me. I decided to go with the unrestricted reporting. I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but at least I understood what was going to happen. Reporting means that I have to relive that night again. And I know a time's going to come when I have to be a witness. But I can't let this experience control my life. And I don't want Ryan to hurt anyone else. Hey, maybe I shouldn't have had so much to drink. And maybe I didn't exercise good judgment. And maybe all that's true. But even if it is, I didn't deserve this.
Ashley's story ended badly. She's been raped. She's emotionally damaged and her self-confidence and trust in others has been harmed. Because she's spending so much emotional energy coping with the events surrounding the assault, her work is suffering. That means her unit's effectiveness is suffering too because she's an important member of the team. Ryan faces legal issues, and Brad, Amy, and Dave will be questioned by authorities and may have to appear in judicial proceedings. In addition, Amy and Dave feel guilty because they didn't help Ashley when she needed them. Nothing good comes out of a sexual assault. But could Ashley's story have ended differently, even if her behavior stayed the same? The answer is yes, if her friends had the courage to be active bystanders. For example, Ashley's friend Amy refused to take her home, even when she saw that Ashley had way too much to drink. Let's see what Amy could have done as an active bystander, if she had the courage to intervene.
Hey girl, how's it going? You doing okay?
Is it me or is the room spinning?
It has to be you. How about we get out of here, huh? I can take you home. Yeah?
Hey, Amy, Ashley doesn't look too good. Maybe you should take her home.
Oh God, you're right. She really needs to slow down.
Yeah.
Ash, how about some water? You know, you could really use some right about now.
We're just gonna finish these and then I'm taking her home.
Oh, no, I don't think so, Ryan. Okay, she came with me, so I'll be taking her home.
Look, we already had plans. I'm taking
Had
her home.
what planned, Ryan? Let's go, Ashley.
In this alternative scenario, Amy took responsibility for her shipmate, had the courage to directly intervene, and saved Ashley from the dangerous situation she was in. Dave also could have directly intervened. In the video, Dave is the first bystander to notice that Ashley is drunk, but he claims he doesn't know what to do. When it comes to bystander intervention, though, the only thing that's sure to be wrong is doing nothing. Here's a way Dave could have directly intervened.
Hey, Amy, Ashley isn't looking too good. Maybe you should take her home.
I'm not ready to go yet. You know Ryan, right?
This situation isn't looking too good. Hey, Ashley.
Dave! Hey, Ryan, you know my buddy Dave. We
I've
work
seen him.
together. He's like,
Seen him around.
Hey, Ryan, I'm gonna take Ashley over here to talk to her privately for a minute, okay?
Sure. Hey, remember, Brad's bringing the refill back.
what's up, buddy?
Look, I'm not trying to get in your business or anything, but I think this guy's trying to get you drunk. Maybe you should slow down a little bit.
We're just having fun. Ryan's a good guy.
I'm not so sure, Ashley.
Hey, baby. Here's your refill.
Thank you. Don't worry, Dave, old buddy. I'm just gonna have this one and then I'm gonna stop.
Have as many as you want. I'm picking up the tab. Don't worry.
Maybe you should let me or Amy take you home.
I'm taking her home.
Look, man, I see what's going on around here. And if anything bad happens to her, you better believe that I'm gonna remember this.
You know what, Dave, I think we should go.
No,
Let's go.
hold on. Come on, stick around. I'll drive you home later.
Just by breaking the flow of events, Dave was able to get Ashley to recognize that she was slipping out of control. And warning a potential perpetrator that you're onto him, as Dave did with Ryan, can cool down a situation too. Another bystander, Ryan's buddy Brad, is a tool for Ryan. He cares more about helping Ryan get Ashley drunk than helping Ashley stay under control. At minimum, he could have refused to get any more drinks for Ashley. Let's see what might have happened if he had.
Ryan asked me to get Ashley another drink, and he told me to make it a double. But I could see that Ashley was already trash, so I told him no. I didn't feel right about it, so I wasn't going to do it. He whined a little bit and then went to the bar. While he was at the bar, Ashley told Amy that she wanted to go home. And then they just left. I think Ryan ended up having to drink the drink himself.
Okay, if you see a guy or multiple guys keep a parade of drinks flowing to one woman, that may be a sign that they're working a plan to take advantage of her. No sailor should ever work to get another one drunk. We've seen how Amy, Dave, and even Brad might have used direct and indirect intervention to change the outcome of the story. But there are other bystander intervention strategies that might have worked too. Here's how Dave and Amy could have used a strategy called distraction.
It looked to me like Ashley was headed for trouble. I mean, she was wasted, and I can already see Ryan putting the moves on her. He even got Brad to get her another drink when it was obvious that she did not need another one. I tried to get Amy to do something, but at first she wasn't interested. Look, Ashley doesn't look too good. Maybe you should take her home.
I'm not ready to go yet. You know Ryan, right?
Yeah, I know him, and he's supposed to be a nice guy. But he and Brad are working way too hard at getting Ashley drunk. I think we should do something. I mean, if something happens, I'm gonna feel really bad.
I guess you're right. I mean, I guess we should do something, but what? I mean, why can't people just act like grown-ups for once? What do you want to do?
I told Amy that I would try to create a diversion that would help get Ashley away from Ryan. She agreed that if I could do that, she'd get Ashley out of the bar. Some of the guys from my shop were over playing foosball. I explained the situation to them, and they all agreed to help. While we challenged Ryan to a game of pool, Amy got Ashley out of the club.
Dave and Amy collaborated to distract Ryan and get Ashley out of the bar. In the next example, Amy shows how another bystander intervention strategy, protocol, could have helped Ashley.
Hey, Amy, Ashley doesn't look so good. Maybe you should take her home.
You're right. Maybe I should. Hey, Ashley. Hey, I'm thinking about leaving in a few. You ready to go?
She's not ready to go, are you, baby?
Yes.
Well, we've been together, so.
So what? I mean, I'll take her home. Don't worry about it.
No, I am worried about it. She came with me, and I'm gonna bring her home. She drank a little bit too much tonight. We both have work in the morning.
I told you, Ashley's staying.
No, you wait a minute. Who are you to tell me what Ashley and I are gonna be doing tonight?
I'm
Let's
the guy
go.
who's taking her home. That's who. Now why don't you leave us alone?
Ashley,
Here's Brad with your drink, Ashley.
this is real good. You ought to know better, Brad. This is how you treat your friends, huh?
What? I just got her a drink.
Ryan, I think I gotta go.
Yeah.
Look, Debbie Downer here can go on home. You're staying because you know it's what you really want.
Ashley, this is enough. Do you have a bouncer, bartender, someone I can speak to?
Gotta go.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
My girlfriend is here with me tonight. She's had a little bit too much to drink, but she's ready to go home. She told me herself. This guy, he will not stop hitting on her. He keeps bringing her drinks. It's like he's keeping her from going home. I just need some backup to try to get her out.
Okay, show me what you're talking about.
The couple over there by the pool table.
You know their names?
Yeah, my friend Ashley and Ryan.
And yours?
I'm Amy.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Okay.
Ryan? Yeah. Amy here says that Ashley wants to go home and you're pressuring her to stay.
That's not true.
Ashley, do you want to go home?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I want to go home.
Well, come on, let's go.
I won't forget this, Amy.
Good. I'm glad you won't forget this because, see, I'm doing the right thing and you know it. Let's get out of here.
As Amy demonstrated, if you have reason to think a friend might be getting in over their head, talking to the manager or bouncer can be a strong intervention strategy. Sometimes even calling the police might be necessary. And calling in reinforcements, a strategy known as group approach, can work well too.
I decided I wasn't just going to stand by while Ryan got Ashley drunk and Amy did nothing about it. I felt like I needed backup, so I got two of my friends to help me. Tony and Rob, they work in the same shop as Ashley, Amy, and me. And once I pointed out what I noticed, that Ryan was making a deal out of getting Ashley drunk, they decided we all ought to intervene.
Hey Ashley, what's up?
Hey guys, when did you get here?
Apparently just in time. Why don't you come over to the foosball table, we'll get a game started.
Someone's getting me another drink.
I really don't think you need another drink right now.
Hey, the lady wants her drink.
You just bring it to her at the table then.
Come on, Ashley, we need you.
What can I do? They need me.
The group approach leverages friends and shipmates to create a united front that can deter people who may have had bad intentions. It can be very effective. As these scenarios demonstrate, Ashley's story didn't have to end the way it did, if her friends and shipmates had made the choice to intervene. The bottom line is, as members of the Navy family, we're supposed to look out for each other. We need to be able to trust one another, to know that our shipmates have our back 100% of the time, whether we're at work or out on the town, and even if we're not making the best choices ourselves. Commit yourself to challenging any behavior that's not in line with professionalism, respect, and trust, whether you're on duty or off. And when you see things start to go wrong, when your shipmates look like they might be headed for trouble, have the courage to intervene. When you combine the knowledge of bystander intervention with the courage to do it, you can help make sure your shipmates stay out of harm's way.